What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about overall stock market and see what the market is doing and where the market is heading going into next week on Monday. But before we start this video, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you find these videos are helpful and you want to get more access with me throughout the day and also get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and especially 3 days of live trading in my Discord, check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description and it's definitely worth every penny. And if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos I post. And now let's get right into it, guys. Dow is up 0.33%, nasdaq down 0.18%, and S&P slightly down on the day 0.10%, kind of a flat day here on S&P 500, and Russell 2000 down on the day 1%. And here in this group, so you got on top healthcare leading the way on top, consumer defensive, consumer cyclical, real estate on bottom, energy, financial, basic materials, utilities, industrials, communication services, technology. And if you look at this week to date performance right here, on top we have basic materials, communication services, consumer cyclical, technology. On bottom, energy, consumer defensive, utilities, financial, industrials. And if you look at the stock market map right here, we got healthcare, UNH up 7.24%, leading the healthcare. And then we have LLY also up 3.40%. Energy right here taking a massive beating, everything in deep red today. And then mega caps, Tesla up over 1%, Amazon up 0.28%, Google up 0.70%, Meta down on the day finally 1.45%. And look at right here, guys, Nvidia, this thing exploded today, almost getting up to 500, 480, and also getting up to a new all-time high. And then we saw this thing was getting really overstretched, extremely overbought. Finally we saw a pullback, and now from being up 5%, I think $20 again, down on the day 1%. Now we also have Microsoft up on the day 0.75%, and Apple kind of just going sideways, flat day on Apple stock. And now we're going to look at IWM ETF. So on IWM ETF, it's down about 1%. But if you look at it, this is the monthly chart, longer time frame. And look at what happened last time. We got a bullish cross right here, and it was right around 150. And then what happened? We got that bullish cross, and this thing exploded, went up another $100 all the way up to 244.46, and that was the all-time high on IWM. And now we could be getting ready to move even higher on IWM with this bullish cross on this MACD. And if that happens, well, I cannot guarantee a new all-time high. But look at Triple Q after getting that bullish cross on that monthly chart. And now look at SPY. Now if this thing gets that bullish cross next week, possibly we're going to see a massive explosion here on IWM. And in that case, guys, 200 to 214, where this upper Bollinger Band is sitting on this monthly chart. And also if you look at it right here, 209, all those levels are possible on IWM. And I got some calls today on IWM, so I think if this thing can actually get that bullish cross next week or maybe week after, we could see a massive explosion on IWM. Now it's not confirmed yet. This MACD needs to get that bullish cross right here, and then we're going to see that explosion on IWM. Now if you look at this daily chart, we still got this gap down here, 190, came really close to it, 190.29, but not quite filling this gap, went back up, and now it's holding above 191, and that is this rising blue line 5 SMA, and that is holding into closing. So next week, I think we could see a pullback on IWM, possibly down to this gap 190, and if that gives up, it's going to retest this breakout at 188, and that's going to be an absolute dip buy on IWM if that holds as a support right here. Now to the upside, strong resistance around 193 and then 195, and IWM can clear that level, we're going to see a straight shot all the way up to 200. Let this Bollinger Band expand all the way up to 200. We need a small pullback on IWM down to 190, 188. Some more consolidation. Also on that monthly time frame, MACD gets that bullish cross, and this thing is gone. We're going to see a massive run on small caps, and IWM can go all the way up to not only 200, like I said, 209 to even 214. That is possible on IWM after getting that bullish cross on that monthly chart on that MACD. So keep that in mind. IWM getting ready for a big run. We just need that MACD to cross to the upside, and if that happens, that run will start on IWM, and we already got that bullish breakout above 188, so everything is lining up for a massive rally on IWM. We just need some more confirmation, and that is that MACD getting a bullish cross on that monthly chart. So DIA again absolutely going nowhere, only up 0.36%, and if you look at it, kind of getting stuck right here at 346. That level needs to break, and if that breaks and that clears, DIA heading higher, easy, all the way up to 350, and I think DIA will hit a new all-time high, and that's going to happen really soon. Now we do have gaps to the downside, and also if you look at that seasonality chart, usually mid-July to end of July we get a pullback. Now that does not mean that market is going to crash like other people are saying. I'm just talking about a normal pullback because we got some gaps, unfinished business down here. So on DIA, if there is a pullback, and if we cannot get that breakout above 345, 346, then watch out for a pullback down to this gap, 340 to 92, and that would be a support level to watch also. And below this gap, we also have support at 341, rising white line 20 SMA, and then this gap down here, 339.65. We also have support at 337 and 336 down here on DIA. To the upside, all DIA needs to do, break 345 to 346, hold that as a support, and then an easy quick trip all the way up to 350, and that is possible on DIA. On Triple Q, absolutely flat day on Triple Q. But if you look at it, guys, this is nothing but madness here in this market. Yes, market is bullish. I'm not denying that. And also, I'm not calling for a crash like some people are. I mean, this is crazy. If you look at it, we gapped up with CPI. We gapped up again with PPI. And this thing continuing that run all the way up to almost 383. And then finally getting a small, tiny pullback. What was it? Only like $3-4, and that is it, guys. I mean, if you look at it, it was Monday, I think, Friday, so this is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, that is Monday right here, 363, and today 383. So within 1 week, this thing made a big move, and that is almost $20. That's crazy, right? Now market, we could see a pullback early as next week. Now I'm not calling for a crash again, just a normal pullback to these gaps down here. Now if you look at it going into Monday, and I talked about it before, that this level right here breaks, Triple Q can go all the way up to 380, and what we got rejected right here, now this thing came down, put in a higher low, went back up, did not break this high, came down again, put in another higher low, and now we got the breakout above this high, and this thing just took off all the way up to not only 380, went above and beyond 382.86. So next week, resistance level to watch 380, and above that nothing but blue sky. This thing can go all the way up to 393 and possibly a new all-time high. And yes, you heard that right, a new all-time high above 380. Now if we do get that pullback next week, watch out for the support right here, 374, align with this blue line 5 SMA, this gap down here, and below that we also have support at 372 where we got rejected before, and then 370 down here, this gap 368.63. which is also aligned with this rising white line 20 SMA. And if you look at it, it's working like a magnet. Triple Q came down to this white line 20 SMA, went back up, again came down, went right back up all the way up to 382.86, and now again we could see that pullback down to this white line 20 SMA because we got two gaps to fill down here on Triple Q. To the upside, like I said, above 380, guys, nothing but blue sky. This thing can go all the way up to 393 and then possibly a brand new all-time high. But I think we're going to see at least a small pullback possibly next week, if not the following week, and Triple Q coming down or at least closing this gap at 374 and then possibly also closing this gap at 368, and that would be a healthy way to move higher. On SPY, it's absolutely flat on the day. Now, a lot of people who shorted right here, and those shorts were green right here on this pullback, they did not take any profit. And I can promise you, they thought that market would crash or at least we'll see a significant pullback down to this gap. That didn't happen. Went back up, and I saw it too, a double top right here, right? But the neckline never broke. SPY didn't break this neckline. But people who shorted, they never got out. This thing came down and they thought maybe this is it. It's going to break this trend line and we're going back into a bear market. Well, again, you're wrong. SPY went back up, and with that good CPI, another gap up, and now into a higher low, once again a higher high today, and there is a massive run on SPY within 1 week. Now if we short it, smart bears, they short at the resistance, they cover at support like this white line 20 SMA. Dumb bears, they short here, they would not cover green position, they're going to short more right here, and then they're gonna get ripped out. And this is what happened in the market. There is nothing, no big catalyst, nothing going on in the market right now. Market just rallied on a massive short squeeze today, and next week we could see a slight pullback in the market. On SPY, we do have support below 450, and that is 445.40, rising blue line 5 SMA, and then the gap at 443 right here that we gapped up on that CPI. And then we also have support at 440, rising white line 20 SMA. But above 450, guys, SPY, like I said, this thing can run even higher all the way up to 460, and that's going to be the next level above 450. So be careful next week. Yes, we could see a pullback, but I'm not expecting a crash, at least a pullback down to this gap 443. On VIX, it's down again 1.98%, and this thing getting absolutely decimated. And just like I said before, guys, and this is really easy to see right here on VIX. Look at this Bollinger Band again, not even expanding, and now looks like we could see a big move on VIX, but I'm not too sure how much further this thing can go, at least to the upside. If you look at my screen, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 1530, and the lower one actually came down, now sitting at $12.55. And I think the next support now is down here to this lower Bollinger Band, and that's gonna be a new 52-week low on VIX. To the upside, it needs to break above 14 or 1392 to be exact, and then possibly over 15. If that happens on VIX, then we could expect some more upside all the way up to $16 to 18, and I don't see this one breaking above 20 anytime soon, with these Bollinger Bands not expanding to the upside, at least the upper one, and the lower one actually going down, now coming down to $12.55 again. So Bollinger Band are not saying that this thing can just spike and run even higher. I don't see that, and as of right now, we're kind of getting a Bollinger Band squeeze right here. So that is a little bit concerning on VIX, because whenever we get something like that, either we get a big move to the upside or to the downside, and then the Bollinger Band will expand with the price action. But as of right now, it's not happening. This thing is getting decimated. So watch out, guys. VIX could be hitting a new low, and that would be around $12.55. To the upside, it needs to get above 14, 15, and then 16 right here, and then we could see possibly a move up to 18. I don't see $20 on VIX anytime soon, at least looking at this chart right now. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you back on Monday.